Right, in this video we're going to look at negative and fractional indices, starting with negative, because that's probably the easiest of the lot. If, for example, you had 5 to the power of minus 1, all we simply do is flip the 5 so we find its reciprocal. 5 can be written as 5 over 1, so these are the same as each other, and to get rid of this negative indice, all we do is flip the 5 over 1, so it becomes 1 over 5, and that's the answer. So for example, if we had 3 to the power of minus 2, well, I'll deal with the 3 to the power 2 first. 3 to the power 2 is 9, but we still have this negative, so it's a negative minus 1 power. And to get rid of the minus 1, flip the 9, so it becomes 1 over 9, and that's it finished. When it comes to negative indices, if we have got 25 to the power of a half, that's the same as the square root of 25, which we know is 5. If we had 64 to the power of 1 over 3, well, that's the same as the cube root, because the denominator here is 3. So it's the same as the cube root of 64, which is 4. And now your basics on fractional indices. If we had, we'll stick with 25, actually we'll do 64. If we had 64 to the power of 2 over 3, we can write this as 64 to the power of 1 over 3. And going by our power to a power rule, that would be squared, because we've got a 2 in the numerator. 64 to the power of 1 over 3 we've already found is 4. So this is 4 squared, which is equal to 16. So the key thing there is deal with the denominator first, so find the root and then square it, or whatever you're asked to do in the numerator. Bringing all of this together, if we had 27 to the power of minus 1 over 3, again on this one we'll deal with the root first, so we'll deal with the denominator first. So that's the same as the cube root of 27 to the power minus 1. The cube root of 27 is 3, so we've got 3 to the power minus 1. And as we did earlier, that's simply a case of finding the reciprocal of this whole number, so it's 1 over 3. And lastly, let's go with 27 to the power of minus 2 over 3. So again, we want to deal with the denominator first. So it's cube root of 27 to the power of minus 2. Cube root of 27 is 3 to the power minus 2. 3 to the power 2 is 9, and that's to the power minus 1, because we do have this negative power here. And 9 to the power 1 is simply 9 over 1 flipped to become 1 over 9, and that's your answer. So that was negative and fractional indices. Again, key things to remember: if it's a negative indice, you find the reciprocal of that number. If it's a fractional indice, you're looking at cube roots, square roots, whichever it may be, depending on the denominator. If the numerator is greater than 1, then you are going to have to do either power that or cube it, whatever the number is, but usually it is squaring or cubing it in exams. And then at the very end, which is what you can expect in an exam, it's all of them combined together. But deal with denominator first, and I like to deal with the negative last.